So today we'll discuss regarding intermediate code generation process. So when it comes to compiler total process, the total process will be divided into two parts. So one is called front end, another one is called back end. When it comes to front end process, so parser designing and static checker and intermediate code generator, these all things comes under front end. And when it comes to back end, so after intermediate code generator, you may having the code generated processes there and so that will come under back end. Okay, so like that the total process is divided into two parts, front end and back end. So here the static checking in the sense which includes the type checking process only. So whether which type of data we stored and everything. And then after, so it comes to intermediate code generator. So intermediate code generator also comes under front end part only. So today we are discussing the concepts which is related to intermediate code generators. Okay. So here the first topic is variants of syntax trees. So to define the syntax trees, we are using directed acyclic graphs only. So DAJ, we call it as a DAJ. So in directed acyclic graph, so the nodes in the syntax tree, it represents the source program under the, and the children of the node represents the meaningful components of a construct. So whatever the nodes in the syntax tree which is going to represent the constructs in the source program, and the children of the node represents the meaningful component of a construct. And here the DAG for an expression is identifies the common sub expressions only. So whatever the expression we are having is going to define the common sub expressions of whatever the expression we are having. So and it is sometimes beneficial to create a DAG instead of tree for expressions only. Normally earlier which we discussed normal trees to construct the define the given expression, whatever the expression we are having, so we can design a parser tree or a normal tree for the given expression only. But in sometimes this DAG, directed acyclic graph, will be more helpful for the expressions only. And here already we told that we can show the common sub expressions, whatever the sub expressions are there which are common, we can show in DAG only. Okay, so for example, assume we are having example like a plus a star b minus c plus b minus c into d. When you observe here b minus c, this is the common expression, this is the common expression. Okay, so b minus c, it is a common expression. So now we'll discuss how we are going to define common expressions. So first I am taking operators plus, this is a plus, then this is star, and this is plus, and this is star. So first I am going to take the first plus, this is the off part, and this is the off part. Okay. So plus will be there. Then when it comes to this off part, a plus a into b minus c, a plus a into a plus a into b minus c. So that's the process. So how it is going to process is, just I will show you. So when I gone through the expression a plus a into b minus c plus b minus c into d. Here I am going to divide into two parts. This is one part and this is one part. Then what I am doing is plus will be the common, means this will be the root. And then this part I am going to evaluate. So star will come, then d, another one is b minus c, another one is b minus c, means minus will have b, c. Already we told that. So DAG will be helpful to define the common sub expressions. Here b minus DAG will be helpful to define the common sub expressions. Here b minus c is an expression So which is common for this one and which is common for this one. In that situation, we can easily process like this. So plus, so now I'm going to evaluate this one. So a plus a into, so plus a plus a into is there. So a plus a into b minus c, b minus c. So like that we can design DAG. So directed acyclic graph. So when it comes to normal tree, there we need to give the subtrees for every expression. But when you observe here, so a here I repeated only one time. B minus C also I repeated only one time. So whatever the sub expressions, common sub expressions are there, we can utilize directly. You no need to define another way. So that is an example, an advantage of DAG. So this is some syntax tree which I am going to define. And so some syntax directed definitions for creating the DAGs. So when you are going to work with directed acyclic graphs, so we need to convert it into the expressions into SDD, syntax directed definitions. So assume it, I'm having the production like this. So E tends to E1 plus T. Then the semantic rule or SDD for this production will be like this: E dot node equal to new node of plus E1 dot node T dot. Then E tends to E1 minus T, it will be like this. E tends to T, it will be like this. T tends to E, it will be like this. T tends to ID, it will be like this. And T tends to num, it will be like this. So whatever the production rules which we are having, so to design DAGs, so we are going to convert it into SDDs. Whatever the SDDs we are having, we can define like this. So with the help of these SDDs only, we can construct DAGs. Okay. And we can also use the value number method. We can also use value method number to construct DAGs. So value method number is nothing but for everything means expression which may having the numbers. Whatever the expression we are having, it may having the numbers. Okay. So here the nodes of the syntax directory are DAG which are stored in an array of records. So whatever the nodes we are having, so that will be stored in array of records. And each row of the array which is going to represent one record. So each row, whatever the row we are having, that row is going to represent one record. And in each record, the first field is an operation code. In each record, the first field is an operation code indicating the label of the code. So which holds the lexical value, whatever it may be. So for example, here we can define the thing. Here we are having, so I equal to I plus 10. So when it comes to this one, so I'm going to defining value member method. So when it comes to here, we are having I indicates ID. So here I am taking the ID and entry for I, whatever the here I am having. So num is one thing which is having 10. Plus is an operator which is having two values. So 3 means it is a digit which is having 3 values. So for whatever the operation we are using, so we are going to construct value member method. So in value member method, we can evaluate the expressions in easy process. Okay. So we may also call it as a hash table like that. So for this one, I am going to do like this: I equal to I plus 10. That is an expression. I equal to I plus 10. So I indicates ID and I indicates an ID. So I plus 10. So ID plus 10 it will become. So whatever the I, we may having some numeric value. So plus 10 I am going to do only. Okay. So it is a small example which I am going to represent the thing only. Here when you observe the value number system, here the node label plus and has a value number 3. So means 1 2 3 4 like that only. So here the integer historical has been called value number for the node of the expression only, represented by the node. So for instance, the node labeled plus has the value number 3 only, and its left and right children have the value number 1 and 2. Okay. So its left and right children have the numbers 1 and 2 only respectively. So we can use the pointers to record or reference the objects. So objects which are going to take the things. Here the thing is, search node, we are going to search a node of the M with the label OP and the left child L and right child R. So if I consider plus, it is labeled with 3 and the left and right nodes will be labeled 1 2, which will labeled 1 2 1. So like that we are going to define the value number method. Means for each node I am going to define one number. Okay, that's all. So next we are having 3 address code. So this we'll discuss later. Just we'll define the thing only. So this is intermediate code generation process. So in intermediate code generation process, we are using variants of syntax trees only. So this intermediate code generation process comes under front end process only. So when it comes to variants of syntax trees, so to define the syntax tree, here we are using DAG. So directed acyclic graph only. So in this directed acyclic graph, so what we are going to use is, we are going to construct the parser tree, normal tree only. But here the advantage is we can go with sub expressions and common sub expressions. So if you are having same expressions in number of ways, in that situation we can define the common things only. When you observe in this example, A I am having common, so B minus C is also I am having common. In that situation you no need to define again subtree for that. So same tree, same subtree can be used for the evaluate the given expression only. And to define the DAGs, we can construct the whatever the productions we are having, we can construct it into SDDs only. Okay, so it will be more helpful to design DAGs. And then value number system is there. In value number system, what we are going to do is, so for every label or for every node, we are going to provide one number only. Okay, and that will be storing into an array. Okay, to identify the easy process. Okay, so next we'll discuss on next class. So next class we'll discuss regarding 3 address code only.